наверное, и все. Либо там будет мод какой-нибудь, который опыт не получаешь, не знаю.
Wait a minute. I
О,
have
показывают
sold my
мультики.
engines. Oh, that's terrible. That's not what we wanted to see here at the start of it. But while we do this, we do have the perfect time to grab some donations here. So let's get through some of those. Oh, never mind. We are good. I am spinning out here. Let us go to the run right now.
Вебочку не
Logan,
завезли,
please
не
take
завезли
it
вебочку.
away.
Мутятся
Hello,
мультики,
everybody.
да.
My name is Logan, and today we're going to be doing some 32-track skips for Mario Kart Wii. Please meet my couch.
Hello, everyone. My name's Z Cubed. I am also a Mario Kart Wii speedrunner.
Hey everyone, my name is Blake, aka DKSC for life, and I've been speedrunning this game for almost 15 years now.
О, это получается один из немногих удаленных ранов.
А вот может просто
Well,
вебку
Kelvin, I
сломал.
assure you, we've brought you here for a very important reason, and later
Нашли
on in the
другую,
run, you're
принесли
going to be
без дома.
very helpful to us.
Я вот всегда вебку в кармане ношу.
Yep. All right, we're going to go over the rules really quick. So,
А
we're gonna
зачем
go
тебе вебка в
150cc.
кармане?
That is the fastest class.
Чтобы смешные стримы
We want the
делать
CPUs to
потом
be also very
спонтанно.
fast to improve our item luck.
А ты куда его
Новогоднего
включаешь?
We're going to
того.
go order 1 through 32 and strategic items.
Это прям в гости с
Zelda
вебкой
Blake
идешь,
will,
получается.
Да,
describe
так
that
сказать,
on the
мимо
first race. So
Тешиного
we're going to be using
дома
Funky Kong
я без
and
вебки не
Flame Runner,
хожу.
and Zelda Cube will describe that on the second race, why he's
Ну,
useful.
будет походить на, в
So
принципе,
whoever's keeping
классической
track of the
конфигурации
timer, we're gonna get
для
started when I say go. I'm gonna
типов
count you
трассы.
down. 3, 2, 1,
Фанки.
go.
Получается, ну, от
Alright, so
выбора
we're
байка
moving on to
зависит.
LC, and
От
like Logan
выбора
said, we're going to discuss
конфигурации
strategic
зависит
items real quick.
статы.
Basically, strategic items remove some of the more obstructive items, so we're not going to be seeing any blue shells, shocks, or bullet bills today.
Он, кстати,
But we are going to be seeing
получается,
some items that help out
они
with the
тут
run.
настроили
Here,
айтемы,
Logan,
или что?
well, he unfortunately did not get a mushroom,
Выключили
but in
все
10th through 12th
самые
place, he's
неприятные.
guaranteed to get triple mushrooms.
А типа
And for a
у
lot of the skips,
синего
you
панциря,
need mushrooms. So it's really helpful to have that
который
guaranteed
настигает в
triple
самый
mushroom pull
неудачный момент.
for this speedrun. I believe Blake had some stuff he wanted to add about strategic items, so take it away, Blake.
Sure will. That was a great play there by Logan, being able to draft Mario, getting back into first place at 27.2 lap 1 on Luigi's circuit. We'll definitely take that. Now, you only see a few items in this run. You're only going to see bananas, shells, mushrooms, PAL blocks, and bloopers. You may see
Короче, в
some fake
основном
item
мы
boxes,
будем
bombs,
собирать
and
там
thunderclouds, but those are
бананы,
very rare.
грибочки.
We're going to see Logan go for his second shortcut.
Да,
of the run.
грибочки
That
здесь
is what
это
you wanna
самый
see.
основной
So he's looking like a
инструмент
pretty
по
decent lap
веселым
2. Oh, we'll
вещам
take that
в этой
at
игре.
23.5. You got that wheelie
Просто
there. We're going to talk about Shane
скорость,
wheelies
да.
later on in the run. We're going to see if he can wrap it up strong here as
Здесь
you
особо
approach the
ничего не
end of lap
происходит,
3. There's
просто одна
always tons
срезка.
of items lying around and the potential for Logan to get
хорошо,
sniped
байк,
and to hit a banana. We're going to see if he can ace this last
Данная
shortcut here.
конфигурация, так сказать, карта нашего.
All right, this is looking like a
Неплохо
good
бусты дает.
LC, a 114.0. I think we'll take that.
Yep, little unlucky at the beginning, but that, yeah, panned out pretty well, so.
Very nicely done. All right, so the next track, Moo Meadows. Moo Meadows, for the most part, is a driving-based course where not too much is going on, but there is one giant tech towards the end of the course called the low trick. Generally speaking, you want to be on the ground as much as possible, as being in the ground is faster than being in the air. However, there is an exception, with the biggest one being tricks. It is possible to go off of a ramp or something else that gives you air, and you press a D-pad input, or do a shake depending upon the control scheme you use, and you get a trick boost, like you're going to see here. Logan wants to
Можно
minimize the
словить
air
трик
off those
буст.
tricks, so he's going to try and do a low trick
Сейчас
right here.
объясняю.
Да, мы же на Wii
Very
играем, а
nice.
у Wii это
The
особый
way that low
контроллер.
trick works is the ramp is what we call sticky
Ну,
road,
в
which
общем, суть
means
в
you
том,
just
что
stick to the road.
надо, короче,
Sticky road
нажать
has a property where if
на
you drive
дипаде
down
вниз
into it, it can push you up,
в момент,
and that
когда мы
upwards
прыгаем
push
с
allows you to start
платформы,
a trick
и мы
early,
движемся
and then you come into contact
быстрее.
with the sticky road on the
Ловим
side of the
буст
ramp, and it
с
shoots you down.
этой рампы.
So yeah, he's going to go for it one more time
Обычно
here.
скорость в воздухе,
on
она
the
медленнее,
ramp.
чем скорость, так сказать, на земле.
Ooh.
Что логично, но
Unfortunately,
если
didn't
мы
quite get
буст
it there,
ловим,
but got low air,
в
so
принципе,
thankfully he's not
получается
losing too much
немного
time.
быстрее.
And that's all I have to say about the low ramp.
А тут
One
еще,
other
если
thing I wanted to
потрясти
touch upon with
контроллер,
this
то
track
всякие
is
трюки
why he's using
получают.
Funky Kong. Funky Kong has the highest speed stat of any character in the game. And the reason he's using Flame Runner is
В
because it has
принципе,
the
я,
best
по-моему,
combination of
потряси это то же
turn
самое, что
radius,
вниз на
mini turbo
геймпаде в
speed,
зависимости
and
от
overall
раскладки,
speed.
так сказать.
I think Blake had some stuff he wanted to add about Moo Meadows, so go ahead, Blake.
Ну да, я как
Absolutely.
обладатель
Logan's not
хоть и
able to get that
бэушного
last
Ви,
low trick, but that is okay. He's
но
still
скажу,
wrapping up a pretty decent Moo
что
Meadows.
V-Mode
This
не
next
настолько
track is
хорошо
our
ловит
first glitch track of the run.
различные
And
жесты
Zealot
и
and Deny are
направления.
pledging $5
Ну,
for
если,
every
так
glitch and
сказать,
ultra
приноровиться,
shortcut
то нормально. А так
that
вообще
Logan
ничего
can
не
pull
ловит.
off this run. We'll
Жесты.
hope you join us.
Yeah.
Особенно
So
этот
Mushroom Gorge is our first ultra shortcut track. Basically, ultra
Bloodborne,
shortcuts
эти
are a class of shortcut
жесты
which uses the
motion
checkpoint system in
контроля,
an unintended way. I'll
которые
explain that
прожимают
checkpoint system on the next track, but for
жесты.
now,
Это ужасно.
let's just watch him do the shortcut. He's going to bag for shrooms, and then we're going to see
Чем
him
они
try
это
it.
придумали?
О, начинаются первые приколы. Вот
Так,
прям приколы.
прикол нашего
Very
городка.
nicely done. So the way that physics quirk works where he rides the wall is by using the mushroom off of the mushroom pad. It locks Funky Kong's bike speed at 100 kilometers per hour. That allows him to get pushed up the wall and
Мы
ride
еще,
around
получается,
it.
при помощи грибочка
We're
по
gonna see him
стене
try it again right
проехали.
here.
Да, потому что с помощью... Получается, с помощью...
Юз грибочка, он локает нашу
Nice.
скорость.
Now we got the
И
CPUs in place,
получается так,
so
что
gotta
мы
be
все равно
careful.
едем по стене.
I think we'll be okay.
Улет.
He's going to set up for it lap 3.
Таким вот
and then
нехитрым
get bumped.
путем мы срезаем
Once he does the
круги.
glitch, we'll explain the checkpoint system.
Yep.
Very nicely done. Okay. So why does that shortcut count the lap? Mario Kart Wii checkpoints are really interesting in how they work. Basically, the way the game tries to determine a lap count is using key checkpoints. There are key checkpoints scattered all throughout
В
the track.
общем-то, круги-то читаются
And
по
they have a property
чекпоинтам.
where if you drive through a key checkpoint, the next one is loaded and the previous one is loaded as well. The start line
И мы просто
behaves like a
грузим
key checkpoint in this
чекпоинт
sense. So if you
сзади
cross the start line, the next key checkpoint's loaded
и
on the first one and
возвращаемся.
the last one. Because the
Таким
last key
образом,
checkpoint
игра
is loaded,
считает, что
if
мы
you can get
проехали круг.
around the finish line and
В
touch that last
онлайне
key
за это
checkpoint without
банят.
explicitly crossing the line backwards,
Не
you
знаю
can get a
насчет
lap count.
онлайна,
That
но
makes that
на
shortcut
ланах
possible,
за
and
это
you're going to be
бьют.
seeing that class of shortcut a
Не
couple
знаю, я
times
думаю,
throughout
в
the game.
онлайне твой айпишник
yeah,
пробивают.
Okay, we're good.
But enough about ultra
Вычисляют.
shortcuts. It's time to explain the late cut on Toad's Factory.
Звонит
For the
участковому.
longest time, speedrunners did not know that you could do this shortcut at the end without a mushroom. And then about 10 years ago or so, they came up with a technique which allows you to do it with ease. So we'll see him go for it, and then I'll explain it.
В Wii есть какой-то пиратский
Very nicely
онлайн
done.
для Mario
So
Kart,
the way that
кстати.
works is when you see Logan doing a drift,
Честно говоря,
Funky
не
Kong
пробовал.
rotates on the axis perpendicular to the screen. So you saw it right there. Because Funky Kong is rotated, controls are actually tied to
Ну, типа сейчас
the
все равно
position,
сидят
the
в
relative
8-й
position of the
части.
bike. So switching directly from right to left will give
На
Funky
свече
Kong an
8-я?
upwards motion and allow
Да,
Logan to
да.
make the cut with ease.
Офигеть, я
We'll see
думаю,
him
уже
do it
там
one more
девятая.
time.
Там
Coming
даже
up shortly.
мапаки выходили. Да нет, точно вроде 8-я.
Я, кстати, видел что-то подобие, знаешь, этих
Very
клан
nicely.
воров
Yeah.
в Марио Карте,
Oop,
короче.
missed the low. That's okay.
Типа собирались две команды
yeah, thank you,
и,
Zelda
знаешь,
Cubed.
как это...
Can we get our
Роли на
first
себя брали.
donations,
Кто-то типа
please?
первым ехал, кто-то
Of
сзади
course, and we
грибочками
have a
стрелял в
big one
противников.
here. We have a
короче.
massive
Да, вот те,
$1,000
кто
donation
позади, им
from
больше
Portentious
атакующих
that says,
предметов
"Hello, Port
выпадает.
here. This game has changed my life in so many ways, and I want to give back by helping others fight
То есть
cancer."
чисто в теории
Thank you so
реально
much for being an
Mario Kart
inspiration for
обладает
myself and
таким
many other Mario Kart players.
компетитив
If you
потенциалом,
go
причем
for the
командным.
RR Ultra in your run, I'll donate an extra $200.
Ooh. Yeah, that was
Получается,
not
идея
possible.
для гоночки на Гадоте.
It's literally
Ну,
not
по
possible.
сути, по сути, кстати, да, Марио Карт это гоночная
Thank
многодота.
you so much for that donation. What is possible, however, is Logan getting a fantastic Toad's Factory, a 152.7. We will definitely take that. We're moving on to Mario Circuit now, and this track is going to be a fun. It's going to be a great one. We're hoping to see Logan get a green shell as soon as he can, because he's actually going to snipe these Goombas on this track.
Нет, это не
For
Конги
a mushroom
Донг,
to fall
это
out of them. So we're gonna hold our
Funky
breath here and see if he can get
Dong.
good RNG. Not able to get the green shell, but that
DK,
is
Donkey
okay. He's gonna
Kong.
get rid of this banana in a second. Hope he
Coconut
pulls a
Gum.
green shell here. Perfect. That is what you want to see. He's gonna go wide of that chain chomp and. Oh God, look at
Реально,
that. I'm so
костюм как у
forgetful.
CGI.
What is that chain chomp called?
It's Braden, of course. We're gonna see him many times throughout the run. So everyone remember Braden.
I'm sorry, everyone. I just forgot. Thank you so much, Kelvin. Everyone, that was Braden. And we're
Подать
going to see
не
Braden
панцирь,
again in a
но
moment. We're going to see Logan snipe that Goomba. A
использует
great
их
snipe
для
there. And
защиты
he has another green. He's going to go for this Goomba snipe here.
и для
And he's going
отстрела
to
Гумбы.
go wide of Braden to make sure Braden doesn't hit him. Hi, Braden. We're going to see Braden one more time this
Он,
race.
получается,
And then we're going to see if he
буст
can pull a
дает за то,
green.
что мы
Oh, he's
Гумбу
not been
валим.
getting too lucky with the greens this race, but that's
Да,
okay.
да.
Still some pretty smooth
Ну, это
driving so
выглядит
far
так.
from Logan.
Это...
Ah, dang
Не
it.
всегда
Не
казалось,
говорят,
что
что
там
вот
that,
их
but that
цель
is
это
okay.
валить Гумб.
He does have a chance to pull a green here to get a couple more Goombas. No, nope.
Oh, it's disguised.
Oh, he's disguised. Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's disguised.
All right, and we'll see if we can get a green here. No, oh my goodness gracious.
Bananas.
Я
Logan
буду
getting
ждать,
all kinds of
короче,
bananas. It's
поезд
okay. He
в
has
этой
time for
игре.
one more Goomba snipe.
Не
If the Goomba's in
дают
the right spot and if he gets a green here.
панцирей.
No! Bananas after bananas.
Oh.
Рандом, да,
Бананы дают за бананы.
не особо на стороне раннера.
All right. So Coconut Mall is our next track, and because there's a lot to explain, we're just going to
Не,
start
ну
now.
можно
So
выбирать,
it's our next
так
ultra
сказать,
shortcut track, but in
технику.
order to fulfill all of the conditions of an ultra shortcut, Logan has to get out of bounds. The way he's going to do that, it was something called a horizontal wall
Сейчас
glitch.
пойдет
Basically, if you
автобан
come into
жесткий.
contact with something called a horizontal wall, which is a wall but horizontal, and a vertical wall on the same frame, you can go through other walls for 20 frames. So that's going to hopefully allow him to go through the wall on this upcoming escalator right here. If not, there is a backup, but let's see if he can pull it off.
Так, сложный какой-то сетапчик пошел.
Oh, just missed it.
Dang.
Yeah,
Но
there is a
стартапчик не
backup over here.
получился.
There's a horizontal wall, like where that railing to the left of your screen is right now. So he's going to try and hit that and go through the invisible wall.
А можно
Чё,
влезть
ещё
в
разок?
невидимую стену?
Darn.
We're fine. We got a lot of time.
Yeah, even if he like spends a long time going for it, this
Говорят,
saves a lot of
время у
time.
нас есть.
There we go.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. And now,
О.
everyone, this is where the magic
Поехали.
happens. Logan's gonna be
У
underneath the
жесткого
mall,
ОБ.
and he is going to go into the parking lot now. Being able to pull
Жесточайшая.
that after only a couple attempts is great. He has to go to the back of the parking lot in order to hit that key checkpoint. And now we're going to see.
Хватаем
Okay, no
чекпоинт
worries.
и
That
валим.
does sometimes happen. He's going to go back to that
Им чекпоинт
last
находится на
key
парковке.
checkpoint.
There we go.
Bingo! And now, oh, you're gonna see something special here. He's
Парковку
gonna go back to that last key checkpoint. You're gonna bop into first
Кстати,
place. All right, a 7-second
я видел,
lap.
как
That is what you wanna
гоняли
see.
на
He's
парковке
going
у
to
Ашана.
wrap up this coconut
Так что, в
ball
принципе,
in
данная
under
страта
19
более-менее
seconds.
отображает
Wow.
нарратив
So
реальной
again,
жизни.
even with a
Я
couple of
надеюсь,
misses into
катали
that first
на
part
тележках.
of the glitch, Logan
Ну,
still
если
able to save so much time
Жигули
on
считает
coconut
тележка,
ball.
то да.
All right, we are not slowing down. We are headed to DK Summit. This track has a difficult double shortcut that Logan is going to go for every single lap. Now, this is actually my favorite track in the game, although I prefer to call it by its European version.
Woo, yeah.
I prefer to call it by its European version, DK Snowboard Cross, DKSC. So unfortunately, Logan did not pull a green shell there. He might get
Жесткий
sniped here.
слалом.
He has to be really careful. There's often a green shell. Yeah, we see
На
right there.
краешку
CPUs will always
еще
throw a green shell. He wants to get as
рампы
many
хватает
tricks in these
буст.
moguls as possible. 1, 2, 3 will take that. Now he has
А
to
у
be
него
careful. This is a
хитбокс
double cut
больше,
right
чем
here. He has to
кажется.
slow down, hop into it. We'll see if he can pull it off. This is looking kind of tight. Yes,
О,
he gets it.
стрелочка.
Really with the landing, hits the boost pad. He wants to get as many boosts on the zipper here
Там,
as possible.
по-моему,
See if he can
уже
dodge
был
something.
О, прям по
First shy guy
стеночке.
dodge there by Logan. That's what you want to see, a 30.
Я теперь понимаю, почему кто-то сказал из комментаторов, что это его любимая трасса.
Now, things will only get tougher on this track because
Трасса
there will be
реально
bananas
балдеж,
and
что
shells
пушка
littered
какая-то.
around the track. And if
Стреляет.
Logan runs into one at the bottom of the double shortcut, it may make him fall off because it's a blind spot. He won't see it until he lands. So we'll see if he gets lucky with no banana. Ooh, 4 mogul tricks. Oh, 3, but that's okay. We'll see if there's no banana
Так,
down here.
жесткая,
Perfect, no banana.
так
We're in the
сказать,
clear. We'll see if he can get that double cut again. And he gets it,
комбинация
landing into that wheelie. And then we'll see if he can dodge the
прыжков.
Shy Guys again. They are difficult to dodge. Yes. Awesome. 2 out of 2 Shy Guy dodges, 2 out of 2 last tricks, and a 37.7.
О, еще раз увидим
Now, lap 3.
вот эти восхитительные
Oh,
трюки.
okay, this is not looking good for... Yeah, this is not looking good for Logan. So the CPUs often back spam when they're in last place on this track. So a green shell may come out of nowhere. I've seen Logan get sniped on this turn right here and when coming down the moguls, but I don't see any greens right now. We should be good, but we're hoping for no bananas on this double cut. 3 mogul tricks will take that. No bananas, no
Мы
bananas.
надеемся,
Oh,
что
nice,
бананов
nice.
не
Oh,
накидают.
It's a great double shortcut by
У нас
Logan,
на пути.
landing into that mini turbo, and we'll see if he can
Хватаем
end it strong. No
шорткаты.
shy guy hits, no shy guy hits, no shy guy hits. Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
He dodged
that's
that last
totally
shy guy,
fine.
and he still
О,
will
чуть
take
банан.
that. A 154
Близко,
on
близко.
DK Summit. All right.
Yep.
Very sick DK Summit.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yep.
So the next track is Warriors Goldmine, and it's our next ultra shortcut track. Not anything too crazy has to be done to fulfill the condition of an ultra shortcut.
Мне
He
нравится,
doesn't have
как
to
там
ride a
для
wall, he doesn't have to get out of
декорации
bounds.
канатная
He's just
дорога,
going to trick off
и
of the
мы
zipper
просто
and
мимо
respawn behind the
проезжаем,
line.
залетаем в
However, it is
пушку.
pretty tough to actually get that respawn, so let's see if he can pull it off.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So what he's going to do when he
Nice.
lands is he's going to turn around and hit the last key checkpoint.
Ой,
which
это
is
как раз
right at
вот
the start
об
of the
этой
cave where
трассе,
that
по-моему,
second
Самолин
wooden
Соул
pole is.
отдельный видос
And
сделал.
then he's just going to turn around,
Прогресс
shoot some
именно
repeat, do
этой
that 4
трассы,
times.
как
And
находили
Blake had some
тут
stuff he wanted to add here as well. So go
глюки,
ahead.
чтобы скипнуть эту
I
трассу.
do, just like Zelda Cube
I think
said,
that's okay. I think
that's
so.
looking
Не
good.
знаю, тут
Close.
про каждую
Actually,
трассу
respawn,
можно
it's fine,
целую
respawn can work.
книжку по
This rarely
истории
happens. Logan
составить.
has to go back far enough again to hit that last key checkpoint. And now lap 3 is going to be
Это
difficult. If he
кошмар,
gets
как
the-
это все
The
искали.
CPUs are going to be up in his grill. We'll see if he gets a lap count. Okay, he has to be really careful here. There's going to be tons of CPUs he has to dodge. We'll see if he can dodge.
Друзья, за этим, наоборот,
He was not able to
прикольно
dodge CPUs,
наблюдать.
unfortunately, but that is okay. That often happens on
А,
lap
чуть
3,
сбили.
but Dry Bones may be in his way. Smart play by Logan, slowing down to let Dry Bones pass. And I
that's
think that should be good, Logan.
It'll be the same respawn. Yeah.
Okay, same respawn.
The unorthodox respawn.
Wow.
And a little bit
Ooh,
slower than we were hoping with that respawn, but that is
Так, прогружаем
okay.
чекпоинт позади.
Sometimes this track can be disastrous with those CPUs, and he still gets a
мы
110
на
on
финише.
WGM. We will absolutely take that. All right, we are jumping into our next track, Daisy Circuit. This track does not have a glitch. It does, however, have a shortcut that Logan is going to be going for every single lap. And you need good QM for this shortcut. QM is quantum mechanics, and it's kind of sort of like luck. For the sake of the run, we're going to refer
Нам
to it
сейчас
as
поясняют
luck.
за
So it's an
квантовую
off-road
механику.
stairwell he's going to be going through, and he wants to get elevation off the ramp so he can skip most of the off-road. We're going to see if he can get that elevation here.
Nope.
Not able to get it there, unfortunately. We're really hoping we see Logan get that on lap 2
А
and
как эта
lap
игра
3.
может показать квантовую механику?
Yeah.
Да,
Yeah, something fun about these cones. We're trying to hit
Справедливо.
them in the middle as much as we can. They look pretty light, but these can actually stop your bike entirely from full speed. So we want to be careful driving around here and
говорят,
can we get
аккуратно
some
водить
donations,
надо.
please?
Of course,
So,
absolutely
город,
amazing
конусы.
commentary, by the way. We are loving this. We have a $5 donation from Soul of the Medley. Says, hey, Logan, Blake, Zelda Cubed,
Причем
and
с
Kelvin.
конусов тоже
Good luck
быстрее
today
можно
on
ловить,
the
как
run,
ни
Logan.
странно.
And Blake, remember to swing tight, fast up tilt. We also have a $25 donation from Arvo that says, good luck, Logan. Make us all proud. Even though I heard that you were under the Colin curse.
No, oh my gosh.
And then finally, one more here. We got a $42 donation from Darren402 that says, long-time Mario Kart Wii player here. Been following Logan as a player
Лестница
and his
тормозит,
progress as a
конечно.
streamer for years now. And it's safe to
И
say
меня
he
тут
has earned the right to
реально
showcase this
удивляет,
game
как
at
тут
a
можно
GDQ.
ловить
Hope the
бусты
run
с
goes great, but I'm
конусов.
sure that wouldn't be a
Вот
problem.
прикинь, ты на конус наехал, и
And,
тебя
I'm
только
coming
сильнее
for that DK
понесло.
Mountain record someday.
Но в этом весь Марио
Always
Карт.
on the
Тут во что-то
lookout.
врезаешься, нажимаешь кнопочку
Everyone is
в тайминг и...
Always after
Ты
Logan and his
летишь.
many world records in this
Индийское кино
game,
момент.
and Logan does a great job of defending them. Thank you all for those donations. Zelda Cube, I know you wanted to talk about this next track.
Yep. So the next track is Koopa Cape, and there are a couple of important things to mention here. The first is Logan's going to be going for a green shell again to try and do that same Shroomba technique. However, this one matters significantly more than Mario Circuit, as the Shroomba is right next to an off-road patch. So instead of saving like maybe 0.2, 0.3 per mushroom, it's going to be saving a full second per lap. So he's going to go for a green shell here. Unfortunately, he didn't quite get it. You'll see the Goomba
Так.
on the right there. He's going to go for a
Might be
green shell.
Панцирь не
Right.
выпал, к сожалению.
The other thing to mention is that in the pipe section of this course, you're going to be seeing Logan do some pretty cool strats where he's going to be wheeling on the side of the pipe. So I'll explain why that's faster after he goes for it.
Ну да, когда самым первым едешь, тебе ничего кроме бананов
Very
не
nicely done.
выпадает.
So that
Вау, вот
pipe
это
wall
улетное.
roof
Ну, мы же играем
is
за
what we
мартышку, а
call the reject
мартышки
road,
любят бананы.
which it's as it
Ты когда-нибудь
sounds,
видел
it
мартышку, который
rejects you and
грибы
tries to get
жрет?
you back to the normal road as quickly as possible. And because
Да
it
я
does so as
сам
quickly as
своего рода
possible, it
мартышка,
can push
которая
Logan
грибы
far
жрет.
forward at really high speeds. Normally there is an 120 unit per frame or kilometer per hour speed
А
cap.
почему
However,
ты
that wall
перешел с
can allow him
бананов
to
на
reach up
грибы?
to like 185 or something. It's really
Пришлось
quick.
сменить
There
рацион.
you saw him do this really successfully, and that's what I have to say about Casey.
Бананы в моих
Yeah, this is
землях не
probably
растут.
one of the most satisfying tracks to drive in the entire run.
А вот
Some of the
грибы
tech does
поставил
not make any
факел
sense why it's faster.
и
Like,
сразу
yeah, just this
растут.
section right here going up the walls. Yeah, can we get some more donations?
Of course, we have a $25 donation from Anonymous here that says, donating for amazing commentary by DKSC. This game wasn't on my
Жесткий
most
трикс.
anticipated list, but I'm so glad I've caught it because of just how passionate you are. Good luck, Logan.
Да, но
$28
жаль, что далеко не во всех
donation
трассах
from
есть
Anonymous that
прям
says,
жесткие
I love
скипы.
the energy here. Very fun to watch the ultra shortcut shenanigans on my favorite track, Coconut Mall. And do keep those favorite track donations coming in as well, folks.
Yeah, and I want to apologize to everyone if you thought this is how crazy the run is going to get. You're in for a rude awakening because the run's about to go up like 10 times more crazy on this
Еще
next track.
интересно, он сможет
So we're seeing Logan wrap up
развиснуть?
Koopa Cake here. No worries.
Все,
Не грустим, на
всё.
радуге повыясним.
все, на моменте с грибами, бананами нас выключают.
Да,
Пойду сделаю бутерброд. Раз такое
база.
дело.
Бензин закончился.
All right, it looks like we are having a little bit of tech issues here, but that is no worries. We'll have that energy right back for you all soon. Folks, do sit tight there. As we know, sometimes tech issues happen. Nothing we can do about it, but I hope you're all enjoying the event here as well.
Ну,
While
надеюсь,
you're waiting for the run to get back up and running, I'm going to give you a quick
заправят
update on the
мотоцикл,
incentives that we have. We do, of course,
сменят
have
шины,
the pet
и
Cerberus.
мы
He is a good
дальше
boy
погоним.
after all. We're currently at, believe it or not, $12,559 out of the $15,000 incentive total that we're having here. But the special thing about this is for every $500 that we are raising on this is one pet to Cerberus. So if we do math there, which I'm hopefully good at, there's potentially 30 pets there, and we are almost there. So do keep them coming in. And we also, of course, have our Octopath Traveler 2 incentive as well for the blindfolded Galdera fight. If you want to see the super boss or the final boss of Octopath Traveler 2, just done completely blindfolded, then we are at $15,397.90 out of the $25,000 that we're looking for that. You are absolutely smashing these incentives, folks. Please do keep them going. But no, chat, while you are all here, while we are all waiting to get ourselves set up and continuing, we do have the technical difficulties screen there. We always love that. Can we get a big shout out to our tech crew as well for doing all this hard work, putting on this event, for all the, well, just all the work that they do, keeping this event running as smoothly as they possibly can. It is absolutely amazing just how smooth this event is running, and them providing us these great little intermission screens and that we have too. So big shout outs to our tech crew as well.
Я уже заспидранил пару бутербродов, а они еще не заспидранили технически.
Слушай, я смотрю, ты прям это, как обладатель мирового рекорда. Я даже зевнуть не успел, а ты уже заспидранил бутеры.
All right, folks, it looks like we are
Ну,
all
блин, ну я
ready to go
быстро ем.
again. Let us go back to
Уж
Mario
бутеры.
Kart Wii.
Ви.
All right, everyone,
All right.
welcome back.
Ну, что-то в зале народу
You can
много.
resume the timer now. Yeah.
Впервые вижу.
Okay, I'll
Потому
be
что
honest. I
всегда
kind of am glad we got that break.
Посмотрел у них
breather,
сейчас
because I have a
полдень.
lot to explain on this next track. So
Даже
this is
чуть
Maple
попозже.
Trueway. This is yet another glitch track, and this is the most difficult.
Ну, будем считать,
glitch
что
you'll be
мотоцикл
seeing
просто
in the
был
run
в этом,
today.
на
For this one,
пит-стопе.
Zelda Cube and I are pledging $50 if Logan can manage to pull this one off. You're going to see him bag for those shrooms, and he's already back in a top spot by using that off-road shortcut. And as soon as he drifts around this corner, he's going to be back into first place in under 17 seconds. Now, he's going to save these shrooms for the end of the lap. He is going to trick into a hidden off-road section and use a shroom to shroom from it. It's going to be to the left of the finish line. He is going to do that to skip the first key checkpoint. And by skipping that first key checkpoint, it'll allow him to do an ultra shortcut after the cannon that otherwise wouldn't count the lap. And then he'll hit that last key checkpoint a few moments later. I'll be quiet now so we can focus.
Get out. All right.
Come on, come
Так,
on, yes.
застрял
I think he
немного.
got it. I think we're good. He's able to nail
Ну, сделал
that glitch,
жесткий
and now we'll see if he can pull off
клип
the
в
ultra
ОБ.
shortcut here. The CPUs are coming down from the cannon. Oh, okay, he didn't hit that shroom. That's good. All right, can he get it? Yes, he gets it, and this is where the magic happens.
У нас
The game
еще
still thinks he's
грибочек.
in a bottom spot, so he can get triple shrooms again, and now he's going to jump into first place and do it all over again.
Ooh, not that one. Oh well,
Unfortunately,
we're fine. We made it though.
Not able to get it, but
Oh,
that is
wow.
okay. He's still going to save a ton of time on this Maple Treeway. And we are wrapping up a 39 seconds lap 2. So again, with the type of speed run this is, the fact that Logan went for that glitch in this setting is amazing to me. And the fact that he was able to recover as nicely as he did and is still in first place is even more amazing. Oh my god! Oh, and we get the star! We get the star! Oh my
Так,
god!
А,
вот
звездочка,
звездочка
звездочка.
You
наверху.
talk about a consolation prize. He got the
Какого
star
черта?
on Maple Treeway. We didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk about stars because we didn't think that would happen. It's so rare to see a star pop out of that pile of leaves. This
Прикол
is
в том, что эта
tremendous.
штука
All right,
очень
and we're gonna
редко
see if he can get the triple
выпадает.
net. Oh, and he gets that triple net.
Настолько редко,
All right,
что
he
это
is
прям вызвало
wrapping up
такую
this Maple
реакцию.
Treeway and still saving a
Да,
ton
в
of time
спидрании не
over
часто
not doing the glitch. So a
получаешь.
great
Yep.
Maple Treeway there by Logan. My goodness, and that star.
So from the most difficult ultra shortcut track to the easiest.
Yes.
This one is definitely the most simple. If you see this rock on the left at the start of Grumble Volcano, that rock has all of the conditions necessary to fulfill an ultra shortcut. You can cross the line easily and you can hit the last key checkpoint easily. I don't know how this one wasn't caught in playtesting. Why are you driving forward?
Oh my gosh. Jeez, I just had a huge brain fart. I'm so sorry.
О, скипосики
I
пошли.
thought it was no shortcut. Oh wow, that is bad. Uh-oh.
I think you can make it still.
The
No
thing
way, I
is-
just forgot.
The thing is, Logan,
Dude,
is
I thought it was online TT.
no.
I could still, I think I'm still fine.
Yeah, you'll make it. You'll make
Dude,
it.
Everyone,
oh my
Logan,
God.
Logan could sit in his chair for a minute and not do anything and still beat the CPUs by doing this glitch here. So really, it's okay. Zelda Cube?
Yeah.
О,
Yeah, I
буквально
don't know how
вокруг
this one wasn't
горочки
caught in
так.
playtesting. There he caught
Обходим,
the
и
last key checkpoint. He's going to cross the line again. He goes around it, and he's going to touch the last key checkpoint.
We might have a little
по
rumble.
какому совпадению за
Yeah, you
за
did a little
этой
hard. You
горой
can try this one at
находятся
home. Like, this one
чекпоинты.
is pretty simple. Go ahead and try it.
Yeah, we're good.
Да, не знали разработчики, что найдется такой скалолаз,
I kind of zoned out a little bit. Thanks for, that's why I have commentators.
который сюда залезет.
We're here for you. We're here for you, Logan. That's still okay, everyone. That's despite what Logan did, despite a blunder Logan had, still a 56-second Grimble Volcano. And for those that have played this game, especially when it first came out, if you ever played it online and wondered why your Grumble Volcano race would end in under 60 seconds, that is because that dastardly person in first place did that glitch. We are headed to the DDR now. Dry Ruins is going to go for this sand hop, and he gets that sand hop. That's what you want to see, dodging that cactus. This is a no glitch track. However, there is a wall glitch that
Так,
Logan is going to
трек
be
без
attempting here. We're going
гличей,
to hold our
поэтому
breath
идем
and
на
see if he
скилле.
can pull it off. Something to note as well are
На
the
скилле и
mats, and that we are
грибочках.
happy that he got this green
Меня,
shell
конечно,
for the
обманывают.
pokies. We'll see if he can
Тут
pull it
все
off.
треки идут на скилле, а
Yes,
те,
all
которые
right,
с
the first
гличами,
attempt there,
идут
that's
на
what you
еще
want to see.
большем
Now he
скилле.
is going to go to the left
Ну,
of
вот это
this
великий буст.
pokey, but he's happy to have that green because the pokies will get in his way at some points during this race. He's going to get a nice trick off of there. He's setting himself up for the Stroller.
Oh my god.
A 37.5 lap one. Logan, what are you doing? Logan throwing
Жестко, очень жестко
cut
проехал.
on Drive Ruins. Folks, that was
На
not
скилле.
planned. Oh my goodness, and Logan is going to have an even faster lap 2 now. He's going to get these low tricks off those pillars because those pillars will
Очень хорошее
fall
время
every
для
lap. He's going to go for that wall glitch again, and of
первого
course he
круга было.
nails it. Who am I to doubt Logan? And he's going to drift around
Вот этот
and
трюк
avoid that
просто супер
sand
жесткий.
pile there. We'll see if he can pull off
Когда
that
он
wheelie here. He gets the wheelie
пробегает
out, and
по
then
вот
that trick
этой
again. Now he's going to go to
платформе,
the
пуститься по ней сбоку,
leftist.
делает
Oh, he's
трюк,
not going for it again.
абсолютно горизонтально летя
He's
вперед.
not able to
При
get all of it that time, but still a 38.2 lap 2 on
притормозил
немножко
Again,
запнулся,
and of
но
course he gets it. He's going to
замечательно
snipe that
идет.
pokey to get it out of the way to save a little bit of time, and now he can trick off this pillar. That just fell, and we'll see if he can get a low trick. That's 1. That is 2. Flawless execution there by Logan. Now we're going to hold our
Два
breath. Can he get this
лоу-трика.
last wall glitch, please? Yes! Oh, the banana!
Вол-глич.
Oh, that's a great banana dodge there by
Да.
Logan. A split-second reaction. He has to go wide here and get
Хорош.
into a split drift. We'll talk
Ультра-мега
about drifts
хорош.
later because the sand has filled up in the center. Oh, a little bit of an improv. A little bit of an improv there. Trick didn't come out, but he lands into an MT. Oh, man. We will take this DDR, a 153.
Решил на мужика не
27.
на
All
бусте
right, that's looking
не
good to me.
приземляться.
All right, very nicely done. Yeah, Logan is the best DDR player in the world, and coincidentally, he's also the best Moonview Highway player in the world, which is our next track. So this track may look incredibly chaotic with how he's going to be
О,
weaving
следующий трек
between all of the
это
cars and
для спидранера самый
handling the
лучший.
cycles. But again, Logan's the best Moonview Highway and the player in the world. He knows the cycles. He will be just fine.
Hopefully. Yep. So just no mistakes, and we should be okay. So, Argit, can we get some donations, please?
You can indeed. We have a $250 donation from
Прикольная
Junie
карта.
that says, I wish you good luck on the run, Logan. Great, glad to see Mario Kart Wii
Конечно.
back on the menu, as well as you and the couch making it back
Карта
for
с
your
трафиком,
second
особенно с
GDQ.
этими
I know you've
фургонами,
been putting in a lot of
напоминают
practice and effort into this
Need
run
for
today,
Speed
and it's awesome
Underground,
to see the
чем
speedrunning community come together to benefit such
там
a
этот
great cause.
желтый,
For an
здоровый
extra
день
incentive,
со стороны тебя
every
выезжает.
BC3 ramp cut you make first try, I'll add an extra $10. Smiley face, and it says, "Hey shark."
Тут реально есть желтые машины.
I probably
Легендарные,
butchered that. I am
сказать.
sorry.
No,
That
you
was
nailed it.
perfect.
Yeah, you nailed it.
А чем знаменита желтая машина?
Ну, потому что
Alright. Thank you
в
for
первом
that.
андерграунде
We're closing
были
in on the
желтые
end of
машины.
lap 2 on Moonview Highway here.
Желтые-желтые,
Now
и ты в них
Logan,
врезаешься
Like
часто.
Zelda Cube says,
Не знаю, я в
is an
грузовики
expert
часто
on this
эти
track. He
фургоны
knows the
врезал.
car
Грузовики, они
patterns
были тоже
on
желтыми.
verses as well as the time trial.
Разве не белыми?
And if he makes
Желтые и
one small
белые.
blunder
А,
or
и
one
желтые и
small mistake, he
белые,
will have to improv and take a different
Всё, у
route.
них
There's
других
times that he
цветов
even has
вроде
to
не было
purposely
даже.
slow down to save time later on by not having to go wide to avoid a truck. So we're gonna see. I think you're good, Logan, right? You don't need to slow down.
По-моему, даже
No.
в более современных Need for Speed
Yeah, I'm
есть
all good.
отсылки.
Maybe
Тоже
a touch
желтые
wide.
фургоны.
Nope, nope. Yeah, we're
And we can
perfect.
go tight to the
Но
middle.
на самом деле в жизни это не
Excellent.
часто
That is what you
видишь
wanna
желтые
see.
машины.
Perfect.
Nice. This is looking like a pretty
Не
good
самый
Moonview.
популярный
Let's see
цвет.
what he ends with here.
То есть, как вы
All right,
видите,
we will take
такси
a
и
146.8 on Moonview
обычно
Highway, and again,
машины
with
не
how many things
красят
can go
желтый
wrong
цвет, потому что, ну,
on
может,
this
их
track with
перепутают
all
за
the vehicles
такси,
and
не
bomb
знаю.
cars, we're happy about that.
Yeah, very much so. That was a really excellent Moonview Highway. Nicely done.
О, у нас камочка
Right now we're moving
подъехала.
on to Bowser's Castle, and Bowser's Castle is quite a unique track as it has had quite the world record history.
Я
It is
проголосую
one
за
of the
свой
only
любимый
tracks in
вариант.
the game where all three of the main vehicles, which are used in time trials, that being Flame Runner, which he's on right now, the Mach Bike, which is the medium weight character's like main bike, and the Spear, which is
вот так
another
сделаю.
heavyweight bike,
Да.
were all the meta at some point. The reason why is because there is a glitch on this track which skips a spiral, which Logan is
Все,
going to be coming up
скидываемся на
soon.
скамочку. Может быть, кому-нибудь вернется.
The
На
Spear
этом треке
loses time to
какая-то
the Mach
жесткая
Bike
история
everywhere, the
мировых
Mach loses
рекордов.
time to the Flame Runner everywhere except for the glitch, I'm
Мета
pretty
—
sure.
это достаточно тяжелые
So
байки.
why would the slower vehicles be the meta at all? Well, the reason why is because the glitch is pretty easy to do on Spear. It's tough, but still doable on Mach. Wow, that is a really unfortunate POW.
Yeah.
О,
And
стукнули.
it's the hardest on Flame Runner. Despite Flame Runner being the fastest vehicle overall, it took like 13, 14 years for it to be done 3 out of 3 streamless in a world record. So it's way too hard for a run like this. We're not going to see it today, but it's still an important piece of history to touch on.
Absolutely. This game is crazy. The fact that new strats and shortcuts are being found 16 years after it's been released is crazy. Logan's going to the right this time. We'll see what he's thinking. I very rarely see him going to the right side. Looks like he's going to
Жесткие
center.
волны.
For the glitch. Logan going for the glitch.
Nah.
My goodness, Logan is feeling so good about this run so far. He's
Заруинили
going for
glitch.
what seems like everything.
Не.
Literally right after we said he wouldn't go for it, he just wants to prove us wrong. Logan, you've been keeping us on our toes today. That is for certain. All right, and we are approaching the geysers at the end of lap
Вот
2.
слушай,
Logan wants to get as many tricks here as
я вот так
possible.
тебя спрошу. Если
1,
ты бы
2,
знал, что
and
этот,
3,
короче,
that
ран
is looking pretty good to me, so still, despite that glitch
записанный
blunder, he's
заранее,
going
да?
at 55.8
Ты
lap
бы
2,
мог
a
знать,
great
короче,
recovery by
заранее,
Logan.
какая цифра
And we're
будет
gonna see him get a
последней
couple
на
tricks
секундомере.
here. Excellent. Now he has to be even more careful on
Ты бы
lap 3 because,
подсказывал
again,
людям,
items will
на
be
какой
littered around
вариант
the track.
ставить?
There's lots of tight turns
Да,
and blind spots
конечно, я
here, so
бы
we have to be
подсказывал, но я
careful
бы
with
подсказывал
where he is going.
неправильно.
He's going to go to the right again. We'll see what he's thinking. I don't know what's going through his... I could never dream to know what's going through Logan's head. We're going to see if he goes for it.
Возможно,
Как
возможно.
мне Кукуста скинул
Oh
ключ
my
на игру,
goodness,
а я
Logan
скинул
going for the
этот
glitch again
ключ
and
в
almost
чат, но
pulling it
поменял
off.
одну цифру.
Oh, and hitting that fire, but I'm kind of glad Logan did not get that. I
Ну
don't
ты
think
просто
I
не
could take
захотел
much more
игру,
excitement.
поэтому
Okay,
ты
now,
отдал
Kelvin,
другому.
we're actually passing through these
Нет, я
stalking
сразу
cinder block
добавил
enemies.
себе на
Later on in the
аккаунт.
run, I'm going to need your help with figuring those out. I'm forgetting what they're called, but more on that later. We're going to get 2
Мне
tricks,
стыдно, но
3,
немножко только.
almost 3 tricks, 2
В
in
основном мне
Bowser's
очень
Castle.
стыдно.
All right, so a 240 on Bowser's Castle. Not exactly what you want to see, but considering the fact that Logan went for the glitch twice like the madman he is and still got a 240 is great because you can often fall off when you go for that glitch. So realistically, he failed it the best possible way that he could have. All right, so this is Rainbow Road, the most iconic track in Mario Kart. And listen, for those with bad memories on this track, for those that
О,
Никто,
радужная
кстати,
дорога.
никто, кстати, не заметит, если мы поверх этого таймера введем свой таймер, наложим.
Не, ну если будет такого же шрифта,
Ну, просто можно запись найти и добавить его в то же самое место.
ну кстати, да. Кстати, да. Лейла уже не меняет. Найти вот как, вот как раз таки финалки же ранили, можно с финалки, короче, украсть таймер и, короче, крутить как хочешь. И останавливать, когда захочешь.
Lap 1 on Rainbow Road.
Чертов
We'll see what he ends with. That's pretty
Rainbow
decent.
Road.
A 51.0, and he is
Был
going
бы
to.
ты
Oh my
человеком.
goodness! Logan throwing that green shell.
На ту
That's gonna
дорогу.
go straight down the earth. I hope it doesn't hit one
Какая
of
же
the, well, if it hits
проклятая
Zelda Cube, I
трасса.
guess it'll be okay. Anyway.
Во всех смыслах.
Yeah, I guess that's my cue to start speaking. So
Слушай, даже
Rainbow
это
Road is
немножко
put in-
облегченная радужная дорога, видишь, заборчики поставили. Правда, не везде.
You okay, Calvin?
И, видимо, кто отвечает за безопасность данной трассы, немножко халтурит.
Green shell just came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll recover. Yeah, Rainbow Road, cool time trial track. It is the only no glitch world record in the game to use a cart. The reason why cart is viable here is one. This track is littered with boost panels and tricks. Normally, the bike would just gain over a cart because of how often it can wheelie on straights. However, because of the constant state of boost, you're already close enough to the 100. Oh no!
Kelvin's
Brace
gonna get hit
yourself,
again.
Kelvin.
Kelvin, hide.
Please, no, I
Тут
can't
еще
take
жесткие
this game.
какие-то тассы по этому
so
уровню
much.
есть.
Yeah,
Это
so cart is close to the 120 km per hour
улице
speed cap at all times, so the time
На
saved from
дороге
wheelies is minimal.
радужная.
The other reason is that carts and outside
И это
vehicles,
действительно кошмар.
can perform a shortcut on the first turn.
Но,
While
в
it is
принципе,
technically
сейчас
possible with
ничего
inside drifting bike,
экстраординарного
it
не
is pass
происходит,
only.
но
I
просто
don't think that will ever be done by a human,
чутка
and
срезаем.
so we're not going to see it today. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Nice.
It's fine.
Смешные прыжки.
Nice recovery there by Logan. Lots of things can go wrong. And Kelvin, I really
Ой,
hope you're
вообще
okay
все
because I'm going to need your
бусты,
help in the retro tracks.
которые есть на этом
I will
уровне.
do my
All
best.
right. Excellent.
вот
We are
тот
wrapping up
справа не
a pretty
взяли,
decent
но
Rainbow Road. That was actually a
не
really
очень
good
нужно.
Rainbow Road up until one
Good
of those last
besides
turns.
one turn. Yeah.
Exactly. And again, with how many things can go wrong on Rainbow Road and the fact that you went for those streamless cuts every single lap and didn't fall off, we're more than happy with that. All right, everyone, we are headed into the retro tracks. And in my opinion, this is the more difficult half of the run. The reason I say that is because for the retro tracks, in order to get the time that you want, you need crisp, clean driving with tight turns. You'll see Logan taking so many unbelievably
Whoa,
tight turns.
wait.
He wants to save
just
every
got a second
millisecond he
place
can.
Ow.
Wow.
Ow.
I don't know if I've seen that happen before.
Ой, это
Could've
карта по
mushroom.
Саншайна.
Wow. And the thing is, with the retro tracks, there are so many more enemies
Какая же
that will
Саншайн
go after you. They'll go
переоцененная
out of
игра,
their way to get you.
кстати.
And if Logan does not
Думаю.
Терпеть её не
get good
могу.
RNG with the enemies on this track, they will cost him a ton of time by hitting him. So he has a green shell just to be safe. Now, Kelvin, I need your help again.
Тебе не
I'm
нравится
forgetful.
Yes.
солнечный курорт?
What are these enemies even called?
Да,
Oh, that's a good question.
это вот игра,
Me
где
and the
ты с
boys back at the
пожарным
lab
гидрантом
actually
на спине за
we've been
Марио
conducting a
бегаешь.
lot of research on various enemies throughout this game. Let me just.
Надо поливать из
hold on.
него, летать
Sorry,
на
there's
нем.
so many pages. Yes.
медленно
All right.
и
According to Volume
неудобно.
4, subsection F,
Саншайн только
paragraph
смотреть
2.
круто, вот
Oh wait,
это
okay. These
правда.
things have yet to be identified, but so far we believe it to be some kind of dog.
Ooh.
Ooh, well,
Саншайн пляжный
we
эпизод.
do love dogs here, especially the unidentified ones.
Да, думаю, это идеальный пляжный
Ваш,
эпизод.
ваш Марио Карт не аниме?
Well, now we have one less test subject.
Oh, Logan, how could you do that? The boys of the you know, I can't believe this. All right, well, anyway, we're headed to the next track, and Kelvin, I have to take your word for them being called dogs, because I haven't played Mario Sunshine in a long time, so I guess you're right. But anyway, we're headed to Yoshi Falls. These next two tracks are the shortest tracks in the game. However, these next two
один из
tracks,
самых коротких
tons of
треков в
things can
игре.
go wrong with how short they are. Logan can lap CPU.
И
Use on lap
на
3,
этом
they can bump him off,
будет
they can
скипаться
snipe him. These
интересно.
waterfalls all are difficult. We'll see if he can
Говорят,
grab this
здесь
first one and
может
he gets
очень
it.
много
All
чего
right, so we're going to be
пояснить,
holding
да?
our breath when we get the lap 3 to make sure that nothing bad happens. Okay, and something that we do want to
Так
say about this
сказать,
track. So you see that egg in the
Карта
center of the
называется
track,
Йоши
everyone?
Фоллс, то есть
Well, for the longest
Водопады
time, everyone
Йоши,
thought that that egg was
того.
impossible to reach, but very recently,
И тут,
our amazing
собственно, несколько
tool-assisted speedrun
водопадов.
community found a way to get on that
Идем
egg
вообще по
to
краешку.
skip most of the track to get a 7-second lap time. It's the craziest Yoshi Falls glitch I've ever seen. Honestly, it's probably the craziest glitch in Mario Kart Wii in general.
Yeah.
Тут есть
So we
глич,
got one
которым
more
можно
lap.
пройти
Can we get some donations? I think it's
карту,
been a little
типа,
bit.
каждый круг за 7
Of course,
секунд.
we have a $25
совершенно
donation
безумная
from
фигня, это
Lordly
уже
Ever
что-то
saying,
уровня
my
тасов.
favorite Mario Kart track? Baby Park, 50cc.
Мы, в принципе, как люди пройдем, просто
Why? That's
просто
awful.
пройдем,
We also
проедем.
have a $50 donation
Обязательно
from, I
кинем
believe
банан,
it is
чтобы в него врезаться, но это
Tealin
не
GG
получилось.
that says, hey Logan and GDQ, very good luck to you today on your run. Hoping to see some exciting shortcuts and glitches today. Enjoy.
Absolutely. Zelda cubed.
Вот, та самая надоедливая трасса из оригинала.
Well, actually, first of all,
Самой первой версии
like
Mario
touched
Kart.
upon with the task community earlier, they are excellent. Shout outs to them. Second of all, yeah, this is GB2. So GB2 is quite the interesting track as it is unique in versus mode specifically. In time trials and online, which is the main game mode that players play, these blocks fall on a cycle, but in versus mode, they only fall when you touch them. So because Logan's not going to be hitting any of these blocks except for the one on
Except the
lap,
one, except the one at the beginning.
he has to adjust the lines that he normally uses in online and in time trials. But again, Logan's very good. He should be able to do that no problem.
All right, we have to be really careful of these CPUs. I've seen these CPUs fall off and have green shells. Usually when you fall off, you lose your item, not the CPUs, I guess. So you gotta be really careful here. Toad might have something. Just gotta be super careful. All right, Toad's not doing anything.
Аккуратно,
man,
аккуратно. Вот смотрим на
Nice
то, да,
GD2
может у
there
него
by
что-то
Logan at
есть
56,
страшное,
almost
но
a 55.
ничего
We'll
нету.
definitely take that. All right, and on this next track, we saw a POW block a few races ago on Bowser's Castle.
Не знаю,
We
меня вот
really,
эта
really
трасса
do
больше
not want to
напрягала,
see
чем
any POW blocks this
радужная
race.
дорожка.
We're hoping for good RNG because Logan is going to slow down for shrooms again. And if the POW block hits him, he will lose his shrooms. And he's going
О,
to go for the
замедлиться,
single
чтобы
shroom.
подобрать
Okay,
грибочек.
Waluigi stole it, that's fine. He's going to get the triple shrooms here in 12th, and he's going to get back up as soon
Он как
as he
раз
can.
вышел, получается,
And
в
we'll see if he
12-м
can
специально, чтобы
pull off
ему
a
хороший
good
предмет
shortcut here.
выпал.
Diddy Kong was kind of in his way. Nope, he's good, and he's already back in first place in under 20 seconds, and he has 2 shrooms that he can use. So now we are hoping for no POW blocks. And he, I guess, has to be careful of these plant-looking things. Kelvin, can I have your help again?
Of course, what's up?
There's a lot of plants on this track. I don't know what are these plant things called? I
Oh, yes.
have
the
no idea what
plants.
they're called.
So after years of research, the boys back at the lab, hang on, let me just find the notes real quick. Ah, yes. According to Volume 2, Subsection A, Paragraph 2, these have been identified to be called piranha plants. The fun fact about these piranha plants is that they've actually been beheaded by farmers since
What?
they were causing a little too much trouble, you know, eating all of their crops and their livestock.
Я не знаю, о
That's
чем
why
они
you're only seeing
говорят.
their heads. So they're not really too harmful. They can't really do too much, but it is still advised to clear away from them.
Okay, Logan, well, make sure you stay away
У
from
них
those
сейчас такой
piranha
разговор,
plants.
как
piranha.
который подводится
I guess not headless, but
под
bodiless.
ту
That's,
самую
well,
карту, на
Kelvin,
которой
that's,
просто не о
that's
чем
very scary.
говорить.
Zellicube, you can take it away.
Yeah, RMR is a great example of the
Здесь
different types of
абсолютно
drifts in
ничего не
this game.
произошло.
Oftentimes you'll see Logan performing what's called a delay drift right there.
На этой трассе
where he
ничего не
waits a minute,
произошло.
or where he waits until he actually lands to touch the stick.
Ну
If
да,
you can complete
на
the
час
turn
рано
in just the mini turbos,
пару карт,
boost,
где
you
ничего
don't
не
want to start your
происходит.
turn early since the mini turbo only starts charging when you
Справедливо.
hit the ground. So you'll see him performing those a lot, but you did also see there are a couple turns where he just holds hard right and does what we call an 08 drift, which is where you will not be able to complete the turn in the time that it takes to charge the MT. Anyway, moving on to RSL. RSL does have a glitch. However, it is the
О,
closest thing you
пингвины
can get
за
to pure luck
64.
in this game. You just wheelie at the pole. When you wheelie into
Мы
a
его
wall,
даже не
you can be
спихиваем.
shot back and get a little
Ладно,
bit of air,
может,
and you slow
спихнем.
down immediately. If you clip the side of the pole, you'll get that bounce off of the wall, but then you won't slow down and you'll just get a lot of height, and it allows you to fulfill the conditions of an ultra shortcut. However, it is, again, the closest thing to pure luck in this game. I think it has a consistency of about 1 in 100 on the most optimal vehicle to do it with. It's just not reasonable for a run like this. However, it does give us a chance to talk
Но
about
в Super Mario
chain
64
After
была
3
гоночная
seconds, when you
трасса
start
как
a
раз
wheelie,
на
the wheelie drops on its own. You'll see
вот
it on
этом
this
ледяном
straightaway right
уровне.
here, unless he hops out of the way. But anyway, because the wheelie drops after 3 frames and 3 seconds, sorry, and being in a wheelie for as much time as possible is
Тут,
what
так
you want
сказать,
to
дань
do.
уважения классике полная.
You want to chain the wheelie as soon as it drops, and with each subsequent
В данном
frame,
случае
you will
тут
be losing more
очень
time.
смешная
Chaining it on the
физика на
first
этом
possible
уровне.
frame drops you from 97 kilometers per hour, or units per frame, to 94. The second frame drops you
Которая,
to
так
91.
сказать,
The
очень
third frame,
хочет
88. And finally, the last frame is
сбросить нашу
84,
скорость.
which we call a full drop. When driving on normal road, which technically this is slightly off-road, so the speeds aren't quite right, but it's close, you will lose 150 milliseconds with a full drop versus a full chain. So it's a really important skill to learn as a high-level player to be good at those chain wheelies.
Yes, they are very, very costly. Ooh, we just saw a red shell there. It's off the track now. Really costly in time. That's why this game isn't completely optimized, mostly because of that tech. Argic, can we get 3 donations?
3 donations. Let's go. Start with a big one. We got a $3,000 donation
Oh my
from
goodness.
Dan's Gaming with no message on that one. Thank you very
Wow.
much. That is amazing. We also have a $1,000 donation
Oh my gosh.
from Sam Hopkins with no comment as well. And then one donation that I absolutely agree with here. A $100 donation from Strawberry Yoshi that says, can we get a round of applause for this amazing commentary, making an already exciting run even more exciting?
Я не знаю,
Absolutely,
они
you are
очень
all
много
phenomenal.
уделяют
I am loving
внимания
this.
Yep.
All
Wow.
right, we
Ботом.
really,
Fantastic.
yeah,
That's
we really,
amazing.
Говорят, что они
we really
могут нас
appreciate
очень
that.
сильно
My goodness, we
задушить. В
saw
принципе, это
Logan wrap
правда.
up a
Они
pretty
могут кинуть
decent
какой-нибудь
sherbet lane, and
панцирь.
Zelda Cube, I'll let you
Может,
take this next one.
может быть, боты
Yeah,
далеко,
so,
но
Shaggy Beach,
панцирь
there are
летит
two
быстро и
different methods of
точно.
pulling
Ну,
off an
на
ultra
самом деле, не
shortcut.
очень точно,
None of
но
them are even possible in this
есть
speedrun.
такая
The
вероятность.
first,
Если
you have
есть
to wait
такая
3 minutes
вероятность,
for one of
это
those falling
произойдет.
bombs to land, and then
Потому
you
что,
can do that wall
когда вы
put technique, which we
спидраните игру, вы
mentioned on
много
sherbet
раз
land
делаете
off of it.
одно и то
However,
же. И в
since this is
таких
versus
условиях
mode, touching the bomb will
происходит
cause it to
самое
explode
безумное
on
сценарий.
impact, and so the glitch is not possible. The second glitch involves using an outside drifting bike to clip the side of the track and get a respawn. But again, outside drifting bike, we're on inside drift here, so we can't do that. However, it does give us the opportunity to talk about these slow ramps coming up here. So these pink ramps are an example of a slow ramp, and when you touch it, Funky Kong will continue to decelerate until he
Так,
reaches 50 kilometers per
небольшие
hour.
бусты.
Well, until you touch the ground afterward. So you want to touch the ground as soon as possible, and you can do that low trick technique that we mentioned earlier in the run on Luma Meadows, although this one is performed slightly differently, as you're supposed to hop at the same time you touch the ramp when you perform the trick input. But yeah, that's about all there is to Shaggy Beach.
Так,
But
нам нужно
there is
прыгнуть сразу, как
one
только
more
мы
thing
тронем
to it
рамку, и
as
тогда
well,
мы
and
очень
that is
быстро
Kelvin.
приземлимся
I'm gonna need your help again.
и
What
словим
in the
буст.
world are all these little red crab things even called?
Oh, yes,
На
I had
этой
it
вот
just a
карте
second ago.
специфичный такой вариация
Alright,
этого
so
буста
the boys
от
back at the
рампы.
lab, they're actually too scared to go near this thing because it's so aggressive. Because there's a lot of
Максимально
fences,
быстро
so it
делаем
has
цикл.
simply been dubbed the lean, mean pincing machine.
Lean,
По-моему, эта трасса еще
pinching
была
machine.
в ранних версиях
Well,
по Legacy
Well,
трасс.
Logan, you did a great job of dodging those lean, mean pinching machines on that race. Fortunately, we won't see any of those on this next race, Delfino Square. However, we'll see
О,
something
нет,
even
опять
more
Sunshine.
scary, and that is more chain willies. Zelda Cube was talking about it on
Когда-нибудь
Sherbet
я
Land. They are so
допройду
important. We're going to see
Sunshine, но
Logan go for a chain willy here. We'll see if he
никогда.
can pull it off.
Надо пройди.
Oop, that
Act like
looks,
a half. I think it's
looks
a
like a
half.
half. Okay, so not
Я
as bad
тут
as it could be,
обнаружил,
which,
что
again, in
я
this type of run, we will take that.
взял у друга
All right, we're gonna
Зельду
see
погонять
Logan
чуть ли
go
ровные
to
год
the
назад.
left.
Bib and one.
И я
Up
забыл
here, you do not
про
often
это.
see him get a fake iron box in
Я
first place. Not really anything you can do with this.
абсолютно
Oh my gosh.
какой-то Линк Савакин, кремастер, что ли, я брал. И я абсолютно про него забыл, он у меня до сих пор, по-моему, лежит.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna see if Logan can get a nice
Друг не
look.
заметил, да?
Trick
Wrong
here?
trick direction, but we're fine. Yeah.
Друг заметил, что что-то
Yeah,
не
not the
так.
best trick you want to see, but that is okay. We're gonna hold our breath here and see if Logan
Я у
can
него
get
еще
the two
PS2
chain willies
забрал.
now.
Like 88, maybe.
Half.
Доски.
Тоже год
прям.
назад.
Ooh, that was a full. Nice. All right, well, that's
Друг-то
everything I
у
had.
тебя есть?
Yeah, we're gonna
Знаешь, как
try
после
to
таких
snipe
историй
one of these
друга
boxes
больше у меня
after the
нету,
dock to
знаешь.
see if we can get a shroom for the next lap, but that's about it for this track. Argent,
Не,
we got
он все
about
еще
a
друг,
lap and a
потому
half. We got a
что
lot
он
of
хочет,
time
чтобы я
for
его вернул.
donations.
Fantastic. I'm going to start this one by just letting you all know we have a brand new incentive that has just been opened. You have already met the pet Cerberus incentive, by the way. That is now fully complete, so thank you very much
Я
for that.
когда-нибудь
We
куплю
have now
свой
opened
PS2,
an
когда я
additional
найду
two-player,
тушку
one-controller weapon run.
за
So if
1000
this
рублей
is
хотя
met,
бы.
Ну, я думаю, что ты немножко опоздал лет так на...
На 20.
Не на 20. Года на 6, потому что я свою слимку покупал за 1300.
And while we have
Чё я
the
буду
remainder of this lap,
искать?
we have a $40 donation from Kept in Stitches that says, my husband and I have played a lot of Mario Kart together, and it's great to see Mario Kart Wii. The first one we played as a couple at GDQ. Good luck, Logan.
Thank you.
All right, Kelvin, I need your help. What is this?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know this one. What is all this green stuff called?
Oh, right. To be honest, I actually have no idea. You know, me and the boys back to the lab, we've been indoors for so long doing research, we haven't seen it in years. I honestly could not tell you what it is. It's been a long time.
Yeah, listen. I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you, Zelda Cube especially doesn't know what that green stuff is.
Yep, I do not. But thankfully, there's none of that green stuff on this track. This is
Great.
Waluigi
Nope.
Stadium.
Yep, just mud. That's
Yeah.
all.
Пошел
This,
стадион.
we're joking right now, but this track is unironically one of the hardest tracks in the run.
Yep.
Easily the
Говорят,
hardest in the retros.
неиронично самый.
There's so much
Один из
checking he
самых
has to do.
сложных
They
треков
still
в
need to perform the
игре.
wall bounce.
Самые
I don't have time to
короткие
explain that
карты,
because he's gonna
они
be setting up for the
так
turn
вот
skip
всегда
here.
самые
This is really hard.
подлые.
Let's see if he can get it.
Ну правильно, должен быть контент.
Ой-ой-ой,
Very nice.
какой
That is really
жесткий
hard.
буст.
Nice.
The way that works is when he lands from the first zipper trick, he performs a down trick, and that gives him more traction, so he can get back to the zipper quickly. He wants to time that first down trick so that way he's able to get as much
очень
boost as
жесткий
possible as
тайминг,
late
когда
off
мы
of the
даун
zipper as
трик
possible
делаем.
to get enough speed to clear that turn. This is a lot harder than it looks. Also back to the wall bounce.
Это все выглядит... Это, короче, все куда сложнее, чем оно выглядит, на самом деле.
It still saves quite a bit of time to do that wall trick. We'll see him go for the turn skip one more time, and then Blake can take it away.
I will take it away indeed as we see Logan nail that last, or
Жесть,
rather
два
second
раза.
last turn skip there. Now lap 3 on this track can be devastating. There is a chance that Logan can get sniped by an item or have an item follow him at the end. So the ramp at the end of the track, the CPUs will be going over it, like Toad and Koopa
бананы
Troopa will be going
пошли.
over it as Logan is going underneath it. And if they drop an item, it could land on
look out,
Logan.
green bouncing.
Errant green, he has to be careful of the greens. We've been lucky so far with
Так, пошли
greens not hitting
панцири
Logan
летят.
today.
Опасно.
And then we're going to see if Logan can pull off this last turn skip. Oh, the blooper!
Oh,
the
no,
blooper, the
can't do
blooper, the blooper! No, 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 no!
Ой-ой-ой-ой.
Terrible timing for the blooper. It doesn't
Чернила
slow you down,
пошли.
but it can definitely mess you up. And then we're going to... Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Logan was able to get
Yeah, we're
underneath that
fine.
ramp. No
Yeah.
problems. Oh, man.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, this is looking like a decent... Oh, that's a pretty... Oh, wow, wow! Oh,
Ну, впервые
155.9
чернила были.
on Waluigi Stadium. That is what
Боты
you wanna see.
довольно
I almost sounded
щадящие
like
до сих
Waluigi
пор
there
были.
for a minute. Logan, you are keeping us on our toes. All right, we are headed to this next track, and we are not slowing down. I got something I got to tell you all. So the there's a tech here that Logan has to go for, and I'm going to see if I can explain it all as fast as I can. So there's a trickable surface. Like a long trickable surface on this hill coming up. Logan is going to do a double trick off of it. And the way that works is he's going to hop at the start of the trickable surface because it starts early, and he is going to use that air to get another trick on the top of the hill, which will allow him to do one more trick. And if that made no sense, just watch and see. 1, 2, boom. Flawless execution. And we see Logan free and clear in first place. He does want to get a green shell here as soon as possible. We're hoping he pulls one on these next set of boxes because there are lots of enemies on this track. Again, these retro tracks can be devastating with enemies. So many lying around. And
Говорят,
as we
много
see Logan
врагов на
approaching
этой карте.
the double trick again, we're actually going to be seeing that one more time later on in the run on GCN Mario Circuit. Now, Kelvin, I need your help.
О, вот эти
We'll
вот
see if Logan pull
ребята.
off, and he did. Kelvin, what are these little pokey bally things even called? I called them pokies, but I don't think that's even their name. What are their names?
That is correct. Yes, these are actually giant desert earthworms that have horribly mutated, which is why they are so massive. And they now have spikes on them, so they are of course not safe to touch.
Okay, well, speaking of not safe to touch, giant earthworm, that sounds terrible.
По
Terrifying.
старинке делаем
Kelvin, what in the world are those red fire
Ну,
stick
короче,
things
что я тебе
called?
так скажу.
They are these scorching hot worms
Ну,
of
технически
fun and
ты можешь
happiness.
исполнить свою
They just
мечту,
love dancing
только
around. You
эта
see them,
мечта
they're
слишком
just jumping
быстро
around,
от
dancing
тебя
around, but
уплывает.
unfortunately, they are way too hot to touch.
They are, yeah,
So you have to stay away.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
Я
Okay,
понял.
well, Logan is trying to, I guess, snipe and murder some of our newfound friends. I'm not sure why Logan would do that, but anyways, Zelda Cube.
Yeah, so the next track, there's actually a lot to explain on this one. BC3 or Bowser Castle 3. If you look at the mini-map at the start when the track loads in, the bottom left turn of that mini-map seems like there would be a way to skip it, and there is. However, it's not quite as intuitive as you expect. Those ramps connecting those islands are slow ramps, which means that, like we said on Shy Guy Beach, it will slow you down to 50 kilometers per hour. So using a mushroom off of that slow ramp and just doing that, you won't even get close to making that shortcut. However, there is a way around that. If you come into contact with the top of the wall, then it will cancel the slow ramp property.
О,
since
еще
you're
один
touching
уровень
ground.
с
We're
классического
gonna see him go for it
Марио
here.
Карта.
Gotta be careful.
И вот этот был
These are
самый
very
бесячий вообще.
dangerous.
Nice.
Nice.
О, да,
So,
вот
yeah,
это...
he's just gonna do that 2 more
Вот это
times and
балдеж.
hopefully wrap up BC3.
All right.
Yeah.
And Logan, of course, making this 100 times easier than it actually is. Now, again, we're going to hold our breath on this track. We are really hoping
no
for no
POWs.
POWs. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. And the thing is with the POWs here is not only will they make Logan lose his shrooms, but they can cost him so much time, because if a POW hits him when he's on these slow ramps coming up here, he's not necessarily going to have enough time to react, and it may shoot him off the stage.
Ну вообще
I've
да,
seen that happen so many
типа
times.
Yeah,
So we're gonna see if he can.
со скипами, но скипов не так уж и
The
много.
second cut here, yes, that is what you
Just touch.
see, what you want to see. And we're gonna see Logan get another chain wheelie here. Gets the drop, unfortunately. This is another chain wheelie track. We're gonna hope and see Logan get a couple chain wheelies here, and wow, and you know, Kelvin, I see these stomping cinder block enemies again. I don't answer me now, but I think I'm gonna need your help figuring
это,
out what
конечно,
in the world those
прикольный
are.
That's no problem at all.
Шорткат.
Those might be the biggest mystery yet, but we're going to see Logan get onto lap 3 here, and again, you can see how tight he's taking these turns. We said on the race tracks you need crisp, clean, precise, tight driving, and
Тоненькие
we're going to see if he
повороты,
can pull it
прям,
off.
я
The
не
exclamation
знаю,
point of this
очень
lap.
тесно.
Yes,
Вот эти
there we go. He's
карты
able to land into that mini turbo. That is what you want to see.
поворотами в 90
Coming
градусов.
up. Gotta look out.
Yeah,
Они
this is not good. This is
ужасные.
not good for Logan. If Mario
No,
falls
we're
off again,
good.
it will create a problem for.
I think they're
Okay,
fine, yeah.
looking. Okay, this is looking like looking like a pretty decent BC3, a 208.5. I'm sure you're happy with that, Logan.
И уровень готов.
Yep.
Отлично.
That's just fine. Yeah, coming up is GC and Mario Circuit. Zelda Cube, did you want to say something about this track?
Not RMC, but I do want to say something about DKJP.
DK, sorry.
They changed the game on you,
I
Logan.
forgot. Yeah, they changed the game.
They changed the game on Logan
Did
again.
you not read the patch notes?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
read the memo.
Logan, there's a DLC for this game. It came out this morning, 16 years
Yeah.
later. You weren't paying
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. Whoops.
Anyway, yeah, DKJP has a couple of things to it. First of all, that green stuff is back, which we're
lot
still
of it.
struggling to find the name of.
Yes.
There is an ultra shortcut on this track, but it involves not only performing one of those somewhat lucky-based wall clips, but you also have to clip off of a horizontal wall afterward. Error control in this game is pretty limited, so it's not viable for a run like this. But it does, again, give us the opportunity to talk about this ending turn coming up. You can see, like, on the minimap just how sharp it is. Because it is so sharp, it is possible for a red shell to hit Logan from the
это
side.
получается-
Usually, just trailing an item is enough to avoid red shells. However, on that turn,
туннель.
if it hits you from the side, then it completely bypasses the item. It is possible for Logan to get redded
Да.
in
Очень острые
strategic
углы.
mode, so hopefully he is
Да,
prepared
это
if that
здорово.
does happen.
Yeah.
But I think Logan wanted to talk about this upcoming turn
Yeah.
skip right here, so take it away.
Kelvin, I gotta talk about Kelvin really quick. Kelvin, what is that boat over there?
Yeah, that is what.
Не
that should not
спрашивай
be
чувака,
here. What is that doing
а
here?
что это за
What?
лодка?
That,
А,
this is awkward.
Чел не может
That is actually
ответить.
the boat me and all the boys back at the lab conduct research on. I did not authorize
what?
them to be all the way up here.
What?
I don't know what it's doing over here. I'm gonna have to make a few phone calls.
Но у нас есть ответ,
This
это
is
nice
getting
boat.
way too real.
Nice ball.
Unrelated,
You
but
are-
we might be hiring for a lot of
Вот
positions soon,
действительно
if
nice.
anyone's interested.
Не знаю, прям колесо зачетное.
Can't believe they added your boat in the DLC. It's
Yeah,
wild.
that's kind of crazy. There's a lot of people on that boat. So yeah, Zelda Cube talked about the turn skip here. This is like the only tech we do on the track. This track is
Тут очень жесткие
probably the most boring track.
бусты на поворотах.
Well,
Прям.
actually, there's another track later
нереальный
that
трип.
Zelda Cube will touch on. Oh, that banana's still there. Can we get 2 quick
Один из
donations
самых
for
крутых
the next
поворотов
track?
в игре.
Of course, you can get a
Именно на этой карте
$25
присутствует.
donation from Anonymous saying, amazing commentary by DKSC for life. Great work, everybody. And we got a $5 donation from James that says, Logan, you inspired me to play this game, and I hope you continue to inspire others like me now and in the future. Much love, brother.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. And speaking of inspiration, we're going to see something that inspires us every time we pass by it, and that is Brayden. Everyone, Brayden is back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, no, we love Brayden.
Uh-oh.
Brayden's a friend.
Yeah.
Brayden is not going to be a problem to Logan today because Logan is going to slow down and get some
slow
shrooms.
CPUs.
And he's hoping to get a single shroom here. Not good RNG. That's okay. He's going to get triple
Так,
shrooms,
нам
and he's going to
нужны
avoid
грибы.
Brayden all race. But we
Нам
can still
нужны
say, Hi, Braden. When we pass right by him, he wants to get good QM, and that is what you want to see. A little wide on that exit, but he's able to skip a
Ждем,
lot
так
of that
сказать, ролим
mysterious green
грибы.
stuff. Which I don't know what it's called. We got to figure that out for next time. But he's able to skip a lot of that by getting good QM. We spoke about good QM on Daisy Circuit, which is, again, basically luck. So he wants to get elevation on that ramp to skip most of that green section so he can use his shroom to clear the entire section. And he got a great double trick there.
Так,
We spoke
хорошие
about that
прыжки
on
на
Desert Hills.
рампе.
If that is what you want to see, he got that first trick and then a nice, fast, low trick. We'll see if he gets that good luck here. Not able to get that good luck. We're able to say,
Да.
hi, Braden. One more time. A
Не
nice close-up
повезло.
of our good friend
Да, чуть-чуть застрял в трое.
Braden. Now, Kelvin,
Yes.
I hope you and the boys in the lab
Ну, вообще, я вот такой
are
думаю,
okay,
конечно,
despite the
раннерам
incident,
виднее,
'cause I need your help
но
again.
такое ощущение, что вот это
We have
ожидание
these
с
plans are
грибочками
back, but
не
they
настолько
look a
сильно
little different than
и
before.
срезает
What
по
are these
времени.
plans?
Оно
These are
не
actually the
настолько
same
сильно и
Piranha plans we saw
срезает, но
back
оно
in
срезает,
Race,
поэтому
where
надо
these
делать.
ones have not
Даже
been
если
beheaded,
на
they are
сейвить
in their
секунду,
full
надо
body,
сейвить.
so they can absolutely wreak havoc.
Ну а что
So it's
делать?
best to stay clear for them. But
Хочется.
luckily we have Braden to protect us, so they're not as big of an issue as they otherwise would be.
Indeed. Well, thank you, Kelvin. I appreciate that. And not the best luck that Logan got there on the shortcut, but Braden was there to protect him from these evil piranha plants with legs.
Yep.
Boy, that's terrifying to think about. We're going to see Logan wrap up RMC with a pretty decent double trick. Not able to get that on lap 2, but ending with a 137.8. All right, I got to wrap up my commentary a little early on this race because we have a next track coming up here. And Zelda Cubes, I know you wanted to talk about this track.
Yep, there's a lot to go over. It's flat. Please read donations.
О, это Майнкрафт трек.
Нет, не то, что в Майнкрафт трек, это вообще самый первый трек, который в игре тебя встречал, по сути.
Да, это с геймбоя, получается, оригинальный.
С Super Nintendo?
Да, точно. Он на геймбое был.
We got ourselves a $7 donation from probably PBS saying donating 7 because Mario
Но
Kart
главная
7 is my
особенность трассы
favorite,
в том,
and I
что
really
эта
want to see
трасса
that two-player one
плоская.
controller in the Hades. So let's get that incentive down.
Как
We do
доска.
have a lot of love coming in for that
Как
incentive.
доска.
$50 from Lily's Dark Materials saying Blood and Darkness. This two-player one controller run needs to happen. And a massive $1,000 donation from Alexei saying truly.
Но
Speedrunning is
повороты
itself
тут
a
не
Greek
самые
tragedy. The
щадящие.
better you do, the less
Достаточно
time we get to
крутые.
appreciate the run. And that is true, absolutely. Oh, see you lot, you just, I'm going to pass it back to you. Like,
Okay,
I'm
all
going to
right.
say one thing. Just anytime I hear the words, Kelvin, I need your
Бананов
help.
уже
I'm
жестко
trying
раскидали.
not to laugh.
Так сказать, пошла пожилая раскидка на банане на
You're gonna have to be
гараже.
very careful in these next couple tracks. 'Cause
I hope you're ready for your own sake.
yeah. Unfortunately, Kelvin's going to be a big part here. So we're wrapping up MC3, and unfortunately, this run still has plenty of time to end in a Greek tragedy because we're headed to Peach Garden. And on this next track, boy, we are hoping for no pals. This is going to be a devastating
в целом,
track if there are any pals.
Конечно,
So
некоторые
we're gonna have our
скипируют
fingers crossed
единицу,
the entire
но
time.
ран
Yeah,
очень
this
гладкий
track
идет.
is really important
Ну, в
to
целом,
keep
да.
mushrooms on because this
Это
track has, I
замечательно.
think, the most time-saving off-road cut in the game. It saves
Причем
multiple
на
seconds.
моментах со
It's
скипами не то,
amazing to
чтобы
me that a
прям
cut like this even
много
exists,
было
and it's possible with only one
плохих
mushroom.
моментов.
You're gonna see it right
Единственное,
here.
что там
He's
в
gonna use a
торговом
mushroom to
центре не
deflower,
особо
and there we
скипы
go,
с первого раза
multiple seconds
получились.
saved. This hedge maze, though, is quite interesting because it's caused quite a change in world record history here. What vehicle you use, but also what transmission you use. This track has bounced between using the Spear
Ну,
manual
говорят,
and
тут
Spear automatic as the
Люди,
primary
которые жесткие мировые
vehicle
рекорды
transmission
ставят на этой
combination.
трассе, они прям
The long
подбирают
straights do help for Spear,
и технику жестко,
but
выбор зависит,
automatic
и
is quite interesting
трансмиссия.
in
В данном
that,
случае-то мы ничего не меняем.
in
на
manual,
этом
you see
секунде.
that he's charging these mini turbos,
Но
and that
вот
generally means manual
конкретно,
is way better
если
than automatic.
поставить лучшее
However,
время на этой
automatic can do
трассе,
something which manual cannot do,
важно
which is
выбирать.
wheelie turn. You see Logan when he's in these wheelies,
А вот
he stays
вообще,
in a straight line. That's because he will
кто-нибудь
lose
играет
time
в гонки
if he
с
wheelies during that time.
ручной коробкой передач?
However, since automatic can wheelie turn, he can just go right through that hedge maze without canceling its wheelie.
Да,
at all.
понимаю, что сыр
As a
профессионал, а
result,
я имею в виду
Autosphere and
более
Minisphere
таких,
end up
знаешь,
going about
обычных
even,
смертных.
but recently,
Ну, в аркадной
the
нише
main
UD я
vehicle has actually
всегда
changed to Flame Runner,
на
and
ручной
that's because
коробке
of some of the
передач
strats you've been
играю.
seeing Logan doing. There's a
Я тебя
new
даже
strat in the
обгонял
hedge
на ней.
maze, which allows him to charge the and get around the
У меня
hedges.
просто машина
And
фиговая
there's a new
была.
strat at the second flower bed turn,
Не
where he
хочу
does what's
руку.
called a spin drift through the flower patch. You'll see him
Качок
coming
там
up on
лучше
these strats
машины,
right away,
качок.
but I think Blake had some stuff he wanted to add as well.
I have the most important thing to add, and that is hi, Brayden.
Только на ней
Everyone,
гоняю.
this is the last track we'll see Brayden on, but that is okay. Anyway, Zelda Cubed, I really appreciate that commentary, but I have something more important now to add. Hey, Kelvin.
Oh
I
man.
need your help, man. What
Is
are
that
these
time
brown
again?
little animals called
Oh
jumping up and
no.
down?
Oh,
no.
these were on the boat. They've escaped confinement. These are heavily dangerous. These should not be out in the open.
They escaped custody?
Oh man, they are so dangerous. Oh no.
Well,
There might be a few
well,
lawsuits coming our way.
Well, as long as I go after Zelda Cube, as long as we can outrun Zelda Cube, Kelvin, we'll be okay. All right, so we are. That's the last time we'll see Brayden. Everyone say.
Yeah.
Everyone say bye, Brayden, and we're headed to DK Mountain now. This next
тут
track
еще
is a
разные
shortcut
виды
that Logan is
улетают.
going to be going for every single lap. It's not too hard, but Logan wants to get it as fast as he can because if you don't do it right, you'll lose a lot of time.
Куда же
And now this
этот
track is
Donkey
very
Kong
near and dear to
едет?
Zelda Cube, so I'll let
Что же
Zelda
им
Cube take this
движет?
away.
Может, он хочет
Yeah,
получить
so DK
альтушку?
Mountain has a pretty
Не, он
unique
хочет
tech,
получить
which I don't think
бананы.
is used on
Видишь,
any other
что
track in this run called Instant
те
Wheelies.
бананы,
If
которые
you
он
have
по
a
дороге
bunch of
находит,
vertical
они
speed
уже
going into a
съедены.
downward slope, and you press wheelie on the same frame that you land, you will immediately go back to max speed, which is 97 kilometers per hour. You're going to see him perform it on this mountain exit turn right here,
Смешная
Oh my gosh.
карта.
unless he gets bad QM and doesn't
Yeah.
get air.
Головокружительно.
You'll see it on lap 2 and 3, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really tough. There's 2 per lap if you get the QM, which allows for it. But
my
Logan
gosh.
is a very good DK Mountain player, so he should be able to pull it off.
Not on that lap.
Ну,
That was
просто
that was
безумные
tough.
повороты.
Blake, did you want to say
Я прям
anything?
чувствую эту тяжесть, которой камера, которая
You know,
следует за
I
персонажем,
did.
поворачивается.
Now,
Она
Listen,
Yes.
man.
не хотя это делает.
You've been very helpful this run
А
so
это,
far.
кстати,
You know, I
да,
really
одна
wore
из
myself
немногих
out
карт.
during the Wii tracks, and you've been really carrying me
Или
through my retro
нет.
track commentary.
Да,
Can I
она
ask for your help
совершить
on this track here?
типа
Oh,
спринт,
I'm
но
sure you can
не
get
спринт,
at least a
да.
couple more questions out of me.
Okay.
Я помню, в
So
каких-то
there's
Марио
this
картах были
angry mountain
спринт-карты.
volcano thing. We're gonna see it again in a minute. What in the world is that angry
А вот тебе что больше
mountain volcano
нравится,
thing
круги
called?
или спринты?
Alright, I'll have to give me a second to think about this.
Даже не знаю, но
This is
спринт,
very
конечно,
complicated.
прикольнее,
I think it'll help more when I actually see
мне
it.
кажется.
Oh, that thing there?
Попривычнее.
Oh, that's Gerald. Everyone say hi to Gerald.
В Марио Карте
Hi,
это
Gerald.
редкость.
Oh, hi, Gerald.
I was
Может, это
waiting
в
for, like,
восьмом
a
добавили
30-second
спринт как DLC-карту.
in-depth explanation.
Или
Nah, man, it's Gerald.
я уже в дурке.
Hi, Gerald.
Скажите, что я
Isaac, you
прав.
gonna say hi to Gerald?
I
What?
don't like
What?
Gerald. I'm not saying hi. Sorry.
Не знаю, мне
I
тоже
don't like
спринты
Gerald.
больше
Oh,
нравятся.
Zelda Cube, you
Look, look what you did.
Ой, камушек как
This is why
неудачно.
Gerald is so mad.
See, that was Gerald's fault. Like, more reason not to
No,
like
that
him.
was your-
No, that was Gerald's
Oh
fault.
my.
You're
That
done.
was Gerald's fault.
That's it, you're done.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump straight ahead to this next track.
This is our final
that-
track.
We won't be seeing
О,
Gerald
следующий
on. It
трек
is our
финальный.
final track of the run. And Kelvin, listen, man, I need your help just one more time on this one.
What could
because,
possibly be the problem this time?
well, this is N64 Bowser's
Да,
Castle. A lot of things
Soul
can go
Joker.
wrong on this track. And I'm
Поехали.
really gonna need your help because here we go. We see these stomping,
Castle
flying cinder
тоже
block enemies
довольно
again, and we see one of the caves right
прямолинейный.
Ah, yes.
there to the right. We just
Свои
passed it.
любимые ваши
Now,
повороты
Kelvin, I'm gonna ask
90
you at the start of lap
градусов.
2 what it's called, but this is so important to me. I need everyone's help this time. Everyone in the audience, everyone in Twitch chat.
Куча
What
блоков.
in the world is that? Are these
Обязательно
cinder blocks
оглядываемся
called? What are
назад,
their
не
names?
летит ли
I
там
have no
панцирь.
idea. I need your help. But first,
А если
we're gonna
он
talk about this
летит, то
track.
что он
Logan is
сделает?
going to do a double
Не
MTB
развернуться.
on this spiral up here, and then he's going to go for a difficult corner skip at the end of every lap. He has to do a spin drift. at the end. We'll see if Logan can pull it off. He has to land on
Вообще,
the
да,
rail.
типа,
Almost
старые
swapped, but he's able to nail
карты,
it perfectly.
такие
He's gonna go
Legacy
for the spin drift
отличаются
here.
большими
Now, it's kind of a spin drift, but I
пространствами и такой
personally prefer to call
угловатостью.
that a twirl. Anyway, we're headed to lap 2 now, and we are going to see those stomps. No, don't make fun of me.
Ой-ой-ой, как он опасно пролетел, он чуть псих.
Okay, what are those called? I have no idea what these cinder blocks are called. What are
Но
they
они, в
called,
принципе,
Kelvin?
довольно долго
Well, I think
висят.
he's
Райдер,
a
в
little bit, but I
принципе,
can
знает
tell you
таймер.
which one is
Да.
specifically behind the cage.
Okay.
And his name is simply Steve.
Ooh,
Steve?
It's just Steve. Do you want to know why Steve is in there, Blake?
No,
Do
why
you
is
really
Steve
want
in
to
the
know?
cage? Why is Steve in the cage?
That is what happens when you do not say hi to Gerald. Almost immediately after he was caught, he was immediately apprehended by the authorities. So Z-Cubed, if I were you, I would start running immediately.
Oh, I'll see you there, Kelvin.
Zelda Cube, you gotta hide, man. They're coming after you. All right, we're entering lap 3
Okay.
now. Logan, anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, thank you for
Лук
naming that
3.
swamp. That swamp, yeah, never been named before by anybody in a different
Сколько
game.
осталось до конца раунд?
So, yeah, can we get our final donations? Probably like 3.
Of course we can. We got a $5 donation from MK Wee Freak that says, "I'm
Чуть-чуть
not familiar with
осталось
this
до
game, but
этого
me and my kids love it."
Старфилда. Едем за Старфилдом, покупайте то, да.
Вот куда Доки Конг-то ехал. Покупать
Да,
Старфилд.
Собирал бананы по пути там.
And finally, as well, we have a $10 donation from Gamer Guy Dude.
Вот
that
это
says,
замок
"Best of luck in
Тодда
your run.
Говарда.
Pretty please do task Cat.
Alright.
It'll make you look really
Он
cool.
его построил
We're coming up
на
on time here, right after this
процент
last
продаж
corner.
Скайрима.
And
Судя
Всех
по
избрали.
угловатости, процент продаж Моровинда.
At 236.2 on N64 BC, we will take that phenomenal run, Logan.
Awesome run, dude.
yeah,
I
Few
literally
blunders,
popped off so
but
hard at the
yeah.
end I hit my microphone. And-
what's the
and-
what's the final time on that?
И это время 1:10:06.
Just having a look here. Your final time is 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 6 seconds.
Был очень крутой
That's about it.
МК на PS2 по поселениям.
We'll
Е.
take that.
All right.
And Kelvin, I appreciate
Кстати,
you carrying me through that
0.6.
commentary.
Блин.
I'm not done without you, man.
Погоди, почему 0.3 выиграла, если 0.6
Yeah.
на таймере?
Can
Алло,
I take over here?
кто заскамил?
All right, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my commentators. They are amazing. I would check out
Самая
all of them
последняя
on
цифра на
Twitch.
тайме
They-
случайно...
they-
0.2.
all their usernames.
А,
are
вы
Twitch
это
features, so-
учитываете. Ну ладно, ладно.
Thank you, Logan. We appreciate.
Ну да,
that.
да.
Yeah, I didn't
Я-то
follow me on
думал, это
Twitch.
не в счет. Ладно, ладно, беру слова назад.
Unfortunately,
Не, самый крутой мортальник на PS2 это Шулин Монкс. Я
Logan
не
had me beat on
переубедите
every
в
track
вашем
except one
экране.
track, so I just play that track constantly so I can feel good about myself because Logan likes to make me feel bad at this game.
Ну, короче,
Most
кому-то мои
importantly,
пузыри
however,
опять
make sure
ушли.
you follow Logan on his Twitch because he's actually going for a new Toad's Factory glitch that has never been done before, and I have
В принципе, как
a
всегда.
sneaking suspicion that he's going to pull
Я,
it off soon. So
как
make sure you
это,
drop a
ты
follow for Logan
ставишь
because you don't
скамочку,
wanna miss him pull off
чтобы
that new glitch.
пытаться выиграть пузыри, но я
I think
ставлю
that's about
пузыри,
it for us.
чтобы
So,
их
anything else, guys?
раздать. Мы с тобой разные.
Great run.
Yeah.
Great run, dude.
Great
That was
run.
awesome.
Absolutely smashed it.